Good morning, everybody. Today is your Thursday reading lesson. So we are still using the text The Wolf Road by Richard Lambert. And today we are going to be thinking about retrieval. So let's look at our guided text. It says, in about 10 seconds, they had bought everyone in the ward their breakfast and rolled out. A pair of nurses were going from bed to bed, wheeling a drugs trolley. They fed tablets and little paper cups to unhappy kids. A cleaner mopped, singing songs in a language I didn't know. "Where's my mum and dad?" I croaked to the two nurses at the next bed. As they left, I called after them, "Where's my mum and dad?" I kicked off the tucked-in sheets and stood up. For a moment, everything in my vision went red, and I had to wait for the blindness to go. Then I went after the nurses. I was in a hospital gown, open at the back. I didn't remember putting it on, which meant someone had taken off my clothes while I'd been asleep. "Please," said the cleaner in an Eastern European accent, stepping in front of me. "You slip on my floor, you go to your bed. I have to find out what happened to my parents." "What happened to my parents?" "I do not know. How could I know? You go to your bed." She barred my way with her mop. I went around her and rushed towards the ward doors. As I approached, they opened, and the serious grey-haired woman from the night before hurried towards me, a male doctor in a white coat behind her, calling, "Stop." Okay, so that's the next part in the Wolf Road. So here we have got some question stems that if you see questions that begin with these words, so things like how often, how did, who had, who is, who did, what happened to, what does somebody or something do, what can you learn from, give one example of, the story is told from whose perspective. If we ever see these question stems or question openers, we know that these questions are probably going to be retrieval questions. And by that we mean we need to go and find the answer in the text. Okay, so let's have a look at your independent text today. So I want you to pause the video and have a read of this text. And then once we have done that, we will have your questions. So pause the video now. And here are your questions. Remember to answer them in full sentences in the best way that you can. All of the answers will be in the text.